Welcome to another edition of Chimpact vs. Gator Draft League. Pretty much every draft league that we've been in together, we've played each other multiple times in the same season, and this season will be no exception. And I will not be talking about the matchup. Let me just glaze up. Let me just glaze up his Gator. He played Hearthstone. He hit Legend, rank 2 Legend. He played Magic the Gathering. He hit Mythic and qualified for the Mythic LCQ or something. We're playing TFT right now. He almost hit GM in the second season that he played. I hit Master, by the way, finally. You know, glazed me up a little bit.
Even a low-class
he's won multiple draft leagues, APA champion
with enough hard
in a
work.
draft league. I think he's won another draft league. He created the 5v5 tournament. He's the genius behind Pokegame's randomizer on his website. He thinks he's good at Tekken, but like he's like I would beat him in any fighting game. So let's not go there. Battlegrounds, I think he hit 10k more in Battlegrounds. I hit 10k more in Battlegrounds as well. Like let's not get carried away there. But yeah, all right, Glaze done. Let's get into battle. All right, here we go. Versus Gator. Just gonna lead out Torn. That leads well against his entire team outside of the Frog. Looking at his team, he didn't bring Goldengo, so E-Speed is a very viable win condition. Donphan will be pressured against my team. I can burn it with Arcanine. Earthquake damage with Tinglu. It'll be tough for him to spin away the hazards with my Drifblim with heavy duty boots. So basically the only two Pokemon that can take an E-Speed are the Bellibolt and the Donphan. The Bellibolt will be problematic to deal with, but I don't even need to E-Speed the Bellibolt. I can just Earthquake it. And yeah, he doesn't have his Earthquake switching his Whimsicott. That's gonna take 40. So yeah, I'm in the clear. Bowl Cut Gator versus the Goat. Alright. Rimuru. Alright. Hornetous Therian. Hasty Nature. 248 HP, 88 special defense, 172 speed. Air Slash, Knockoff, U-Turn, Heat Wave. This is pretty much just the Keldeo check. Just being able to switch it in, Whimsicott as well. Air Slash will be able to, deal a significant amount of damage to them. And then Knockoff, U-Turn, Heat Wave are just very good.
Love that you're bringing the classic set back. It's gonna do wonders.
Well, obviously can't go for the U-Turn here because it does have the static. I don't know its item, so I don't know if it's worth knocking off. It's actually not worth knocking off at all. Like I don't want to take any damage from Discharge. Get parried for what? Discharge and static? Like no shot. All right. Alright, so I go to Tinglu, set up Spike. See what he does here. Like, if he goes for Discharge, we're Gucci. If he doesn't. Tinglu, leftover Spikes, Earthquake, Ruination, Whirlwind. This Pokemon is basically just here to 1v1. It's a Goldengo check. Spikes is going to be great, especially with the win con. After 3 Spikes, I am going to kill everything with E-Speed, so just bringing this in repeatedly against a Goldengo so that the Goldengo is not going to have a lot of opportunities to come in on the E-Speed from my Dragonite.
Another Spikes Tinglu game? Oh, it's gonna be another masterclass. I love to see it.
We're still Gucci. Like, I think this gets water moves. Oh, avoid the Toxic, nice. And he's definitely not going to want to risk staying in to take an Earthquake. Like I just set up Spikes. Spikes is going to be huge. So with the E-Speed win con of the Dragonite, I need 3 Spikes. Maybe four Spikes 4 iterations of spikes against the Whimsicott and the Keldeo. The Keldeo actually isn't even a problem against my team, because I have OGERPON, I have Dragonite, I have Tornadus, I have Drifblim. So one way or another, I'm gonna have an immunity to his attacks, and like 2 of my Pokemon, Torn and OGERPON, are gonna be faster than it unless it's Scarfed. And Dragonite is basically immune to Keldeo. It's basically, but I don't really want to use that immunity until after the multi-skill is broken, because I don't want to waste multi-skill. Alright. Let's go to the process. Again. Okay, Surf. Okay, that is Specs. So this is good to know that I can outspeed it now, but that's not good to know that it almost 2-hit KO'd me. I'm gonna double switch this Dragonite. I'm gonna put some pressure on him. Choice Banded Dragonite. He's gonna bring in the Rimuru, likely. And I don't want to go for U-turn, obviously, because of the static para. And if I get static para, then the Keldeo actually beats me one-on-one, which is actually ridiculous. Then we have the most valuable Pokemon in this battle, Dragonite. Voice Band, Extreme Speed, Earthquake, Fire Punch, Outrage. Just massive damage overall. Fire Punch is very necessary, and one hit killing the Whimsicott. Extreme Speed, after 3 spikes, it KOs the Keldeo. After 3 spikes, it KOs the Whimsicott. If they're bulky, it's going to be a roll to kill them, but if they're not bulky at all, E-Speed guaranteed knocks them out after 3 spikes. It does 40% minimum to everything on its team outside of like Raptor. And then Outrage. Please switch. Okay, good. Alright, here we go. Rimuru. So, I have a few options here. Man, maybe I should have switched to Tinglu. No, because then he has the Donphan. Like, Earthquake's not gonna do that much to Donphan, right? Okay. So Earthquake, I can hit the Whimsicott for 40. Donphan for like around 40 as well, probably. Fire Punch, I kill the Whimsicott. And then Outrage, I deal a ton of damage to this. Actually, Outrage probably kills. No, it doesn't. Okay, yeah. Okay, no Whimsicott. Geld. Okay. So, in exchange for losing my multi-skill, I get to kill this Donphan, which is a fair exchange for me. He goes for Ice Shard, gets rid of my multi-skill, normal multi-skill. I can still switch into Keldeo. I can still take random moves from his team. I can no longer take a Moonblast from the Whimsicott, but that's fine. I never intended to do that in the first place, because like the way that I killed the Whimsicott is with E-Speed. So Donphan goes down in exchange for 30% of Dragonite's HP. I'll allow it. Oh, he doesn't have Ice Shard or doesn't want to go for it? Okay. Ramirez. Okay. Whimsicott. Average. Alright, I gotta switch out now. Confused and Whimsicott's in my face? Like, please. I have to go to Torn here because it's the only Pokemon that... Like, I'm just gonna heal off like the Moonblast damage, so it's fine. And with Spikes up, I might want to go for the U-turn at this point, because the damage from U-turn might matter now. Because, like I said, actually I didn't say it, but in my team builder, which you will see, I have. Actually, I'm not even. Nah, I'll talk about it when I get to it. No spoilers for my team builder. You'll see when I mention it. But the breakpoints do matter in terms of spikes plus U-turn against the belly bolt. Ranga. Okay, brings the Samurott. Just gonna knock off here, see what item he has, and be able to. And I'll be able to regenerate all the HP back that I took. And if I U-turn, like somebody else has to take a hit, so I'm just knock off is fine. He Scarf, okay. Gets rid of my assault vest. Okay. I get rid of Scarf. And there's no way that he's running Aqua Jet on a Choice Scarf Pokemon. Like, that would be a little egregious. Egregious. Alright, good damage. This is likely a ceaseless edge. A little edger. Alright, so here's the thing. Tinglu is great at 1v1s. So I am just going to use this, even though basically the Samurott is already dead. I don't want any of my other Pokemon taking any damage, and this thing is Scarf, so the only thing that outspeeds this is Torn and Dragonite, and I don't want to break my Dragonite's multi-skill. I mean, Ogerpon actually does it as well, but I don't want to take, like, Ogerpon, I don't want Ogerpon to take damage. So I'll sacrifice Tinglu's health in exchange for just knocking this thing out. Yeah. Aqua Cutter. So last week I was mistaken and said that Aqua Cutter can miss. None of you called me out on it, so I appreciate that. But like, why does Aqua Cutter not miss, but Air Cutter does miss? Like, isn't that a bit ridiculous? They have literally the same effect. Air Cutter's actually even weaker. Like, what's... Can someone explain that to me? No? Nobody can explain that? Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, Tinglu's at 50%. And I think I might have to sack this because my Torn no longer has an Assault Vest. I don't want Drifloon taking any necessary hits from Surf. I don't want my Ogerpon to take a Spec Secret Sword. Like, there's... Maybe I actually might be able to take... Nah, I don't take a Secret Swords. No, I don't take a Secret Sword. Alright, so he'll knock me out with Surf. But, because he did go for the Surf, that lets me go into Cudgel. And this is where Ogerpon comes in. Alright, so Ogerpon, Wellspring. Jolly Nature, Max Speed, Max Attack, Ivy, Cudgel, Power Whip, Sword Stance, and U-Turn. I haven't used Power Whip all season long, but in this matchup, I will have to use Power Whip because of the frog that he has, Belly Bolt. After a Sword Stance, Power Whip will knock it out, and then there's a chance of static, but I'm gonna have to deal with it. And Power Whip in general is just very strong, so I can actually just continuously, repeatedly use it. But Horn Leech is just not gonna be it in this matchup because I do need the power from the Power Whip.
The power from the Power Whip? Are you kidding me? You have such a way with words, King. You should be on the next Pokemon Cypher.
So I mentioned the U-turn plus spikes. The breakpoint actually does matter, and the breakpoint does matter because Power Whip is the breakpoint that I was talking about. So Power Whip does a lot of damage to the frog. So that's the reason why I said the U-turn chip on the frog will actually matter along with the spikes. If I had Horn Leech, there's an argument to not ever going for U-turn until it's actually very low. to preserve the potential of not getting paralyzed. Alright, he knocks out the Donphan. So another thing that I wanted to mention about the Donphan, sacking the Tinglu. Tinglu was the only Pokemon on my team that lets Donphan come in and Rapid Spin because it's faster. However, like I was always going to go out into Drifblim, but then that gives him the opportunity to go for knockoff on the Drifblim and or even Stealth Rock or something like that to put Stealth Rock on my team. So by me sacking the Tinglu, he no longer has that opportunity to ever go for Stealth Rock or Rapid Spin. Alright, in comes the Whimsy. And I think I have to make a couple plays here. Because my Torn no longer has the AV. So here's the thing. I go Arcanine into Torn because Terra Blast Ground. And if it doesn't have Terra... Arcanine Hisui, Heavy Duty Boots, Rockhead, Max Attack, Max Speed, Jolly, Flare Blitz, Head Smash, Will-O-Wisp, Stealth Rock. This Arcanine is just going to be able to put more pressure on his team with Stealth Rock. Flare Blitz plus Head Smash is great because OGERPON is going to want to have Pokemon Whittled and is going to have the Belly Bolt switching into it and getting damage off on the Belly Bolt with a strong Head Smash or Flare Blitz, or even getting chip damage off with Will-O-Wisp.
Rocket Arcanine again? Oh yeah, everything's gonna drop to this thing.
Blast Ground, then I can just go into Arcanine every time against the Whimsicott. Here's a special attack drop, which is huge, lowering the power of my overheat. This Arcanine is really not that important to the team, but the only thing that he can do is click U-turn or Terra Ground. Terra Blast. And this gives my Torn HP, so like there's no reason not to do this. Like it preserves Arcanine, it pseudo preserves Tornadus' HP. Like if he goes for a U-turn, then I can just get HP back on my Torn with Regen. So I can actually switch into Keldeo one more time. Actually does it. No, I actually can't. I need two regen. I need 2 regens to take on the Keldeo. So Keldeo actually might be a problem now. Alright, good. He has the right? Like, surely? Like, no, there's no other reason to... Yeah. Okay. Terra Blast. Huge. So like I said, the break point of the U-turn is gonna matter. Let me set up. It's game time, man. Let's go process. So like, we're just healing from injury. Joel Embiid, you know, a little injured right now. We're just healing. Regenerator. Alright. Rimuru. Alright. So also, like, with me losing the Assault Vest, like, it's also, like, I can also risk a static parry here because I might just die to the thing anyway, so it's like, whatever. Earthquake? Actually, so here's the plan. I'm gonna go. I could go Dragonite, go for Earthquake, but I don't know his spread. So instead, I'll go for Stealth Rock here. Stealth Rock guarantees the Whimsicott is dead to extreme speed, because I need 3 to kill a 0 HP 0 defense Whimsicott. I can probably kill a little bit of a bulkier Whimsicott. Do I Terra Flare Blitz? Nah. No cheating. What was I saying? I forget. There's a chance to kill a bulkier Whimsicott with E-Speed, with only 3 spikes damage, which I think it's switched into spikes twice. So this will be the third, and he can't get rid of hazards. But with this Stealth Rock, I killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Because the Keldeo also has to come in, and that's another 6%. And I don't know if I could have killed the Keldeo without 2 more switch-ins with Stealth Rock and Spikes. Because 2 Stealth Rock switch-ins is essentially 1 Stealth Spike switch-in against Keldeo. Alright, let's see what he does. Toxic. Discharge. Okay. So with Flora Blitz here, I have to make sure that Tornadus doesn't really come in that often anymore, because with the Flare Blitz here, Ogerpon's Power Whip will be able to knock it out. Because with this Flare Blitz damage and the Stealth Rock and Spikes, I'm just gonna assume the Rimurus at 75%. With Flare Blitz does 30, and then the Ivy Cudgel will do the rest. 55, 75 minus 30, 45, and then yeah, and that's assuming that like it does 30. It's gonna do way more than 30, and by way more I mean like 35. Wait, that actually did almost 50. Okay, so I guess this is like he just wants a really good answer to Tornadus. That makes sense. All right, so now I have to really make sure that I don't bring in Tornadus that often, because if I bring in Tornadus, that gives him an opportunity to bring in that, and then I have to risk Static again, and then he also gets up a slack off against my Torn. And as much as I would love to preserve this, to Flare Blitz the guy again, like I died to Whimsicott, I died to Keldeo, and I probably died to Iron Moth at this point as well. So I think I have to sack this. And depending on the move that he goes for, I get another kill. Oh, actually, it might actually be for Drifblim, not Torn. Alright, Surf. So, Keldeo, is Keldeo in range of V-Speed? Man, I was not focused up, Alright, but I guess it doesn't matter because I can tell her here. He took 2 spikes and a Stealth Rock. So 75. He's around 70. Then he's gonna take another 21. Yeah, he's gonna die to speed. So I can just Ivy Cudgel here. Another thing about him tearing with the Whimsicott, he doesn't have the switch-ins to this Pokemon anymore. So I could just... Actually, I think OGERPON just wins the game. Because Moonblast doesn't do enough damage to me to knock me out. I outspeed the Keldeo. And I don't even need to risk the Power Whip on this guy anymore because it's dead to Cudgel. Alright, so Torn can come in now. I'll allow Torn to come in. You're allowed to go outside, Torn. You can now play with your friends. Yeah, at this point, I don't think there's anything stopping Ogre Knight. It's all Ogre Knight now. Ramirez. Yeah, like I said, like because you Terra Ground, I actually KO this immediately. And getting a KO on the Whimsicott doesn't really matter because it is dead to E-Speed. So like the health of OGERPON versus killing this doesn't really advance my game state. But like I said, I don't think anything matters anymore at this point because E-Speed will just win me the game. Okay. U-turn. Actually, now it does matter. Well, I mean, nothing ever mattered. As soon as that guy went down, Rimuru, as soon as that went down, like, the game has been secured. Actually, let me not get ahead of myself, because like he actually hasn't brought in the Iron Moth one time, so like maybe he's like waiting for the Iron Moth to do something. But, like, what can the Iron Moth even do? Like, I have full health Torn, basically. I have OGERPON pretty healthy. I have E-Speed Dragonite. I have Drift Bloom at full. Like, there's no way you can take a hit from one of my Pokemon and then take a Choice Band E-Speed from Dragonite. Like you have to be like the weirdest set. You have to be like Chilamberry plus Heavy Duty Boots. So yeah, I'm not entertaining that conversation. Cudgel. And actually, I don't even know. After that U-turn damage, I don't even know if the OGERPON dies to a Moonblast. And you know what? Let's just have some fun. Let's just go for. Let's just whip and then Nene. Let's just whip and Nene. Now watch me whip. Alright, Moonblast. 1 HP, let's go. Oh, I miss. LOL. Hilarious. This is what you get for running Power Whip. Power Whip for fun. You know how it is. But like I said, nothing matters. Like, it just E-Speed. Hi. Akshan Nareth. So, I also wanted to address one more thing. I don't play League of Legends. I never did. I never will. However, I do play League of Legends adjacent games, such as Teamfight Tactics and Legends of Runeterra, which has been discontinued. Like, this no longer PvP. So I will no longer be playing Legends of Runeterra. I do play Teamfight Tactics though. And yeah, Akshan is my favorite guy from the Runeterra universe. Anyways. E-Speed. And that's gonna be it. We are moving on. Normally people would be happy, but it's just another week of playing Draft League. Sigh. Alligator, he's the GOAT. I don't know if he's actually gonna upload ever again. He will. I lied. Like, come on. I know he's gonna upload again. Anyways, peace.